Mama's gonna make you a mockingbird.
Yo, this guy.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Nobody's like, hey Siri, play that song.
Hey.
I guarantee you that much.
Ryan brings the ball back down, and now down he goes. Godchaux.
Welcome to Chalk Talk episode 11. We got some fun topics. Got a very special co-host. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. Let's go! Welcome to Chalk Talk episode 11. And today here I got my guy Tony, about to get some good content and some good conversations. Let's go!
All right, well, first things first, let me introduce myself. My name is Tony. Me and you, we met back when I was working at a media company named Complex, right?
Yeah.
And
Complex
you did
Sneakers?
Yes, you did my sneaker show, my sneaker battle show, and that's how we got the rapport. But today, I'm here co-hosting the episode with you because we got some trending topics we got to cover, right?
Yep.
Okay, so it's the off season.
Exciting topic.
Yes,
exciting,
yes.
yeah.
So during the off season, there's a lot of commotion happening in the music industry, and we text back and forth when it comes to that rap stuff, right?
Yeah.
So obviously J. Cole was making headlines because of this Kendrick Lamar diss.
Yep.
He was going at J. Cole, Jermaine, as well as Drake Aubrey. Okay, I want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about J. Cole bowing out of this kind of like Big Three debate?
Yeah. Him as in saying, he's the best out of the big three?
No, him apologizing to Kendrick and then saying he don't want smoke after he dropped the 7-minute drill track. You know what I mean?
I don't think nothing of it. I mean, obviously it didn't sit right with his soul. So he came out and said an apology. His spiritual, insides, he said it didn't sit right with him. So I don't think there's nothing wrong with him apologizing after he dropped the diss track. The Kendrick diss track was crazy, by the way, on the Future and Metro Boomin album. But, J. Cole, he didn't feel right about it. So he came out, he thought about it, and he wanted to apologize to himself. He wanted to apologize to his fans, and most importantly, apologize to Kendrick. So, I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think it's soft. People in the music industry.
You don't think it's soft?
I don't think it's soft because at the end of the day, like, it's his spiritual. This is a man that's probably, who's arguably one of the greatest. He don't drop enough music, but when he do drop music, it's always great. I just feel like it didn't sit right with his spirit. That's why he came out and apologized. So I don't think it's lame. I don't think it's being a coward. I just think it's, he just wanted to get it off his chest.
Okay, I understand both sides, okay? Mm-hmm. I understand mentally it's not sitting right with him, but in the sport of rap and competition, it's soft.
I guess.
Right?
I love the back and forth because it makes hip hop fun. I love the Drake, they said on the album when him and 21, he was throwing shots at Future. Then Future came back with an album with Metro Boomin, and put Kendrick Lamar on it. J. Cole and Drake did the Super Bowl song, so.
First person shooter.
Yeah, first person shooter. I said Super Bowl, but they did say the Super Bowl. Shout out to the Super Bowl. First person shooter. So I don't think it's, I think it's good for hip hop. I really do. And I don't think about J. Cole apologizing is soft, but I would love to see, some more, rap beef. Because it's not like, they're not gonna go and,
They're not killing each other.
Okay, they're just talking crazy. So, when you say beef, I'm talking about lyrics beef. Let's talk about each other's music. So, it's good for the game.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What do you think about J. Cole apologizes and then Future and Metro Boomin dropped the deluxe album with J. Cole on the red leather? Yes, okay. Yeah. That's a different topic, right? Because ASAP hasn't responded for like 3 years. I think he just let it sit for a while. A lot of people on Twitter are saying that it's a little too late.
Yeah, okay.
If you're going to address something, don't wait 3 years to address it. You know what I mean?
Okay, I can see where they're coming from.
Okay.
But I don't think it's never late.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on now seeing J. Cole on the deluxe album? Do you feel like it's kind of like set up where it felt like he switched sides on Drake?
That could have been something that was done like months ago. Music, we have music, stored for months and years and just dropping it, later. So I don't think there's something that J. Cole did after Kendrick Lamar came on a diss track with Future. I just feel like it's something J. Cole probably had with Metro Boomin and Future months ago, maybe a year ago, and he just finally dropped it. You know, I mean, Future is the king of being petty. I mean, he's the, you know, everybody loves his music. I love his music. But let's be honest, Future's the king of being petty. When it comes to baby mamas, when it comes to rappers, he's the king of being petty. So, you know, Future always gonna do some stuff that you like, whoa, like that's like hit below the belt. So I think the music with J. Cole probably happened, you know, months ago. And if it did happen recently, then that's between J. Cole and Drake, you know?
So then if you were J. Cole and you gave them like a 16, right? And they held it all the way till now, and then they waited for you to apologize at Dreamville, and then knowing that you apologized,
that's why
Metro
like,
is just like, fuck it, we gonna drop it.
That's why I feel like, you know, Future's the king of being petty. Even Metro, you know, like those guys are.
They must really hate
those
Drake.
Those guys are really talented, and you know, they getting everybody. Even The Weeknd was on the song, and supposedly talked about Drake. You know,
everybody throwing shots.
Those,
at
you know,
Drake,
those guys are the king of being petty, and they sure know how to like try to get under somebody's skin because you dropped the J. Cole track right after he apologized. That's kind of crazy. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's hilarious.
It's petty as shit. Okay, so then apparently you became a music industry insider. You texted me the other day saying, "Yo, Drake gonna drop. He gonna drop this week."
He have to.
I'm like, how do you know this?
I feel like he have to because it's too much disrespect. Like when you gang up and
But
Drake,
you saying he's dropping this week?
He got to drop soon. This week, soon, coming. It has to be. I just feel like the disrespect, man. Like, you know, to arguably one of the greatest, and not some people call the greatest, you know, so has to be soon because, I mean, the disrespect is just getting out of hand, man. When you got A$AP on the song, you got The Weeknd. When you got, you know, supposedly J. Cole's on the track with Future and Metro. And Future and Metro is already like going at his head tough. So I feel like it has to be coming soon. It's gonna be coming. It's gonna be this year. Has to be.
Okay.
Like no disrespect. Like it's too much disrespect.
Okay, this is my theory. Okay, so he posted a meme on his Instagram story saying that people are still trying to get a reaction out of him, right? So.
But that was powerful though.
Yes.
That was so powerful because
hilarious.
I'm gonna drop a meme and just like, cause I know y'all. I'm not saying those rappers who are dissing him want clout because they're already successful. Yeah. But I'm saying he's like, you know, I'm not gonna give you clout. Like you want me to react. So it wouldn't surprise me if he don't drop the album. But I feel like he's gonna address it in some type of way.
Oh yeah, for sure. So this is my theory. I saw this clip last night where Jadakiss was on Stephen A. Smith's show, and Jada said, knowing Drake, he's very strategic about stuff,
he's
right?
playing it out.
He's gonna wait until it dies down,
Petty.
and then he's gonna drop the meteor on this.
Yeah.
So, and I think on his diss track, he's probably gonna diss Kanye too, because Kanye been going off on him.
Yeah.
But then again, it's Kanye. At this
I feel like
point,
nobody want to mess with Kanye. I mean, Kanye is just all of the rappers, and it's just Kanye. You know, I just feel like Ye is on a different level, man.
Okay, so before we pivot away from music, I want to actually put you on the spot. If we were to build a 5v5, 5-on-5 roster, you draft 5 rappers, I draft 5 rappers, and then we battle it out, right?
Yeah.
Let's do that, okay? Easy. So you draft 5 rappers. We'll go back and forth, right? Snake draft. And you have to draft a head coach, which is an engineer. Okay. Okay? Can you do that? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
A head coach out of the rappers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let me start first.
Go ahead. You get first pick. You got Jay-Z. Okay.
Yeah, that's my head coach.
Okay.
So do I still get 5 after I have the head coach?
You can't draft the same players I'm drafting. Same rapper I'm drafting.
I drafted Hove as my head coach.
For real? You don't want him to be a player?
I'm saying, you said I get a head coach, somebody who's been in the game, right?
Yeah.
Pioneer. So I drafted Hove as the head coach.
All right, I think you messed up right there.
Okay, so.
I would have him as a player, but all right, go ahead. I'm going to draft, for my first pick, I'm going with Drake.
Okay. Eminem.
Biggie Smalls.
Tupac.
50 Cent.
Kendrick Lamar.
Lil Wayne.
J. Cole.
Future.
Nas.
Wait, hold on. You already got 5.
No, I don't, because Jay-Z's my head coach.
Yeah.
I got
Okay.
J. Cole. I got.
Okay, so you got Nas. Okay.
Nas is my last one.
Okay, and then for my 5th pick, so I got Biggie, Drake.
Your lineup is not touching mine.
Lil Wayne, 50 Cent.
Nas over 50.
And I'm going Kanye West.
Okay, that's strong, but your 5 is not touching my 5.
No. I got to pick a head coach now.
No. You already picked it.
No, I
Drake was
didn't.
your head coach.
No.
Biggie was your head coach. See?
No, I said
guy
those are my
always-
players.
come on.
Those are my players. Here's my starting 5, all right? Biggie, Drake, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent,
Yay.
Kanye West.
Who's your head coach?
Head coach, a.k.a. my producer, Dr. Dre.
Okay. Your
You-
5 is still not touching my 5, though.
You, who you got? You got
Hov, head
Hov, Tupac,
Kendrick Lamar,
Kendrick Lamar,
Eminem,
Eminem,
Nas.
Nas, and then,
I have one more person to go.
yeah, you got one more person to go.
Okay, so if I had to pick one more person out of all of them.
Oh, no, you got J. Cole.
J. Cole, yeah.
Yeah, J. Cole. All right, we'll leave it up to the public to
I got
decide.
you. Yeah, my 5 is, come on. We can go tick for tag, but my 5 is better. Come on.
Maybe we can ask somebody off camera, like Cam right there.
Hov is better than Dr. Dre.
That's my producer, bro. That's my head coach. You're not gonna.
You can arguably say Tupac is better than Biggie.
All right.
J. Cole is better than who you got?
I got Drake. Is he better than Drake?
Some people might say that, but some people
Yeah.
may not.
Yeah.
But
A
who
J.
else?
Cole fan.
Go ahead. Who else?
I got Drake, Biggie, Lil Wayne, 50 Cent.
J. Cole is better than 50 Cent. I love 50 Cent though. I'm a big 50 Cent fan, and I love the way he be trolling the shit out of people on Instagram too. I love 50 Cent.
Well, it's a never-ending debate, so
Yeah.
we'll
I
just
love
leave it up
50.
to the public.
Eminem.
I mean,
on
I
now.
respect Eminem, and he's slated to drop a new
on
album
now.
this year.
Come on now.
Are you gonna be listening to an Eminem album this year?
Come on now. I'm just gonna make you a mockingbird.
Yo, this guy.
Everything's gonna be alright.
Nobody's like, hey Siri, play that song.
telling you, hey.
I guarantee you that much. All right. So enough of music. Let's pivot to sports now. Obviously, you're a professional athlete. It's the off season for you, but as we gear up for the NBA playoffs, there's a lot of action happening.
Yep.
There's only one game remaining in the season. I want to know from your point of view, as these players gear up for the playoffs,
Yep.
does your mindset change? Are you like switching up your routine? Give us like
As me going
average
into
Joes.
the playoffs, as in the NFL.
Yeah. Well, I mean, give us an insight on like what these NBA players are like, preparing, how they're preparing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not an NBA player, but I can give you an insight of how
Right.
I would prepare if I'm in the NFL going to the playoffs. Just making sure all the little things is handled, staying on top of your body, small. You can play through a whole season, so I'm pretty sure you're banged up.
Yeah.
Taking care of your body, just staying focused, man. Mental health, getting your sleep, locking in the playbook, all the small details, because pretty much you can play everybody in the NBA. So you just going over the matchups that you may face in the Eastern Conference Finals, in the Western Conference Finals, in the East, in the West. Just going over all the matchups and just taking care of little things, because everybody's talented in the NBA. So what's going to separate you from the other team, other player? I think it's the small things for sure.
What do you think is the biggest distraction? Like, it could be like in the household. Maybe you have a significant other that's just like, hey, I want you to do this little thing. You're like, nah, babe, it's the playoff time.
Just the media. Just worrying about what everybody else.
Oh, the
say.
media. Okay.
Yeah, just lock in. I mean, stay off the media. I know like LeBron does a thing. I don't know if he still does.
Zero dark 30?
Where he don't be on social media.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the GOAT now, so he's older, so he's probably still be on social media. But just like stand up, just stay away from negativity, because a lot of people got something to say. Oh, you didn't shoot that shot. Y'all lost the first game of the playoffs because of him. Just worry about just lock in what your coaches say. What your teammates got to say, and just lock in and just become one and try to get a dub. Okay,
then. So obviously we don't know what the playoffs matchups are because there's one game left, and teams are still fighting for positioning. By the time this video comes out, I'm sure the playoffs will be set.
Yeah.
Give me your dark horse in the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, like a sleeper team that.
East always got to go with Miami.
Okay.
Pat Riley, Alonzo Mourning, Jimmy Butler, Bam.
My man said Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning, yeah, because both of them work in the front office.
Okay.
He work in the front office with Pat Riley.
Fair.
See, I know my stuff. Just Jimmy Butler. I mean, you can never sleep on Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Buckets, as
Jimmy
we should
Buckets.
say. Bam, I really like his game.
Okay.
Tyler Hero, he's a good shooter. Duncan Robinson.
Is Tyler Hero invited to the cookout?
Of course.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Just double checking. That's all.
Of course. So, I mean, Duncan Robinson, those guys can really shoot the three ball. So, Miami's going to be the dark horse in the East. nobody wants to see them. I don't care what seed they are. They can beat any 1 seed, 2 seed.
Can they beat the Celtics?
If the Celtics don't come with the A game, yes, they can.
Okay.
But I don't think Miami wants to see the Celtics in the first round. I don't think the Celtics wants to see Miami in the first round. So, they kind of want to meet up with each other in the Eastern Conference Finals. My dark horse for the West.
Yeah. I can list the teams if you.
No, I don't need it. My dark horse for the West has to be Golden State. I mean, just the shelf. You got the greatest shooter all time, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. The 2 greatest shooters all time. You can never sleep on them. Draymond Green, an elite defender who can go out 1 through 5. So I mean,
they've got quite the challenge in front of them. You know that, right?
Matter.
10th seed
doesn't
right
matter.
now.
I would love to see them play like Denver in the first round. Because Denver don't want to see them much as you think they don't want to see Denver. Denver don't want to see them either. So I would love to see that matchup, but I got to go with Golden State.
Okay. Okay. My dark horse for the Eastern Conference is the Knicks. I feel like they're playing really
New York
well.
guy, I knew you was going to choose that.
I hate the Knicks. I'll say it on camera. I hate the Knicks, but
New
respect
York guy, you know he was going to choose them, but okay.
All right.
No Julius Randle, you think Jalen Brunson
No, he's a bum.
Is a beast.
Julius Randle's a.
You don't think he like that?
Respectfully, he's a bum. Respectfully.
Jalen Brunson,
he'll kill my ass. He'll cook me. But
Jalen Brunson is that guy.
Yeah, he is.
Love his game.
He's a
Love
dog.
him when he was with Dallas.
Yeah.
But you don't think that?
I think Josh Hart is he could be a starter too. So
Okay.
because they're playing the Pacers in the first round. I feel like the Knicks could beat the Pacers in the first round. So
What's the shooter name of the Pacers guy? He's pretty good.
Halliburton.
You think they can beat the Pacers?
I mean, if it's Jalen Brunson versus Tyrese Halliburton, I think so. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. And then my sleeper on the West, you kind of mentioned that team, the Dallas Mavericks. I have them beating your Clippers.
Clippers will beat them.
So
just so you know, I have the Clippers and the Celtics in the finals. I predicted this 5 months ago. That's my final.
It's very biased. It's a very biased team. That's fine.
If the Clippers stays healthy. If they don't, then all goes out the window. Same for the Celtics. If they stay healthy, I have both of those teams reaching the finals. Okay,
that's fair. And then who wins the finals? Because I don't think you ever said that on camera.
It's gonna be tough. I'll just leave it. We'll come
back
to that.
Don't.
We'll come back to that probably next week.
You're not a politician, bro. You're not a politician. All right. You want to leave the? Okay.
We'll come back to that next week.
Okay. All right. So then, let me ask you this: is it easier to win a Super Bowl or an NBA championship?
NBA championship because it's 7 games. Super Bowl you only have 1.
You don't think it's harder to beat a team 4 times?
It's hard in the NFL. I feel like it's a physical standpoint, and it's just a chess match. You got 2 weeks to prepare because you normally have that dead period with the Pro Bowl, and then you have the Super Bowl week leading up to the game. But I think it's harder to win a Super Bowl, hands down. It's not even close. NBA, okay, I play bad one night. I got the second night to play good. Okay. Third night to play good. Fourth night I can play bad. Fifth night I can play bad. Sixth night I play good. So 7 games. You're not gonna play bad all 7 games. If you do, you probably won't be on the floor. So it's definitely harder to win a Super Bowl.
So what you're saying is it's probably harder to win a Super Bowl championship because there is luck involved, right? When it comes to health.
Yeah, in the physical standpoint, yeah. Because NBA, he's not healthy game 1, but he'll be healthy game 3.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
So I think it's definitely harder to win a Super Bowl for sure. Not even close.
Okay.
No disrespect to the NBA though.
That's very disrespectful, by the way.
It's whatever you want to say.
All the athletes, NBA athletes, please get at this man.
It's okay. Get at me. Try on, baby.
All right. So obviously you're a big fashion guy. You got quite an outfit on. It's pretty.
Vince Wilfork overall chrome heart.
Chrome heart. Better cut the check, man. Just cut the check already.
Yeah, got to.
Vehemence, as they say, limited edition. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're a fashion guy. This past week in Paris, Nike kind of unveiled a bunch of their lines.
For the Olympics?
Yeah, for the Olympics. I don't know if you've got a chance to see the Wembenyama shoes that they kind of created.
Pretty dope.
It's pretty futuristic looking.
Oh.
Have you seen that before?
Nah, I haven't. I have to check a picture out. I'm sure you got it up on your phone.
Yeah. Let me show you it right here.
Oh, wow.
What are your thoughts on that? And now it's just like a mock-up, so it's not really his shoe per se. I mean, you could probably scroll to see like a video or something like that.
It almost looked like the Nike football cleat they made like last year. It's crazy. This a basketball shoe?
Suppose it's just a mock-up, right? I'm sure the final product isn't gonna look like that. I mean, that's a different shoe.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's probably more for like running or something like that. But
Yeah, it's crazy.
yeah.
Taking the next step with that one, that's definitely crazy.
So, what are your thoughts on actually? I don't know if you've seen Wemby's logo, but Austin Rivers kind of mentioned that he was kind of applauding Nike for the whole rollout of the alien head.
Because he's an alien, he's what, 7'5"?
7'4", yeah. Handles like a guard.
I mean, just speaking on like Wemby as a player, I mean, he's got all the tools to be the greatest to ever play the game. I mean, 7'5", 7'4", can handle the rock, can shoot the rock, and post you up. I think he needs to gain a little bit more muscle mass. But
a lot more.
A lot more, a lot more muscle mass. But has the skills, and he's with I think the greatest coach of all time, Greg Popovich, to assist him. So there's a reason why they chose San Antonio for him, because I currently believe it was fixed for him to go to San Antonio. They wasn't going to let him go to nobody else, whoever had the worst record other than San Antonio. I truly believe it was fixed for him to put him in a great system like San Antonio, and Pop having coached all the international guys, Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, I can go on and on. He coached so many, Barbosa, he coached so many international guys, and it's like, what's a better system than him going to Greg Popovich? So the greatest coach of all time, I believe, in the NBA. So I think he's going to be. I mean, he's going to be really good, but he got a chance to be, the greatest of all time.
I mean, that's a big shoe to fill because
it is a very big shoe because you got a lot of greats to pass.
I mean, LeBron has done a lot, and even still today, people
still
are saying
think
that he's not better than Michael Jordan.
I just came to senses that LeBron. I feel like LeBron is the greatest. I was one of those guys before. Like, I don't think Bron is the GOAT. I'll argue down and say I don't think Bron's the GOAT. I think Kobe is better. People got. If I had somebody taking the last shot, would I want Bron or Kobe? Probably Kobe. Probably Michael Jordan. But just a do-it-all guy, I think Bron is the greatest, bro.
All right. Well, I was gonna drag on that convo, but nah. We'll save it for another time. So okay. So obviously this shoe is pretty wild looking, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask you, since you go to a lot of fashion shows, what's the wildest or most ridiculous outfit you've ever seen?
Probably something Rick Owens. I mean, Rick is very.
And you got to describe it because we don't know what the hell you're talking about.
I mean.
Don't back out now. You said Rick Owens.
I'm just trying to see like what the fit was. It's kind of. I just know Rick always have like some wild shit, but that's fashion. Like Rick always have some wild shit. I can't really describe the fit, but it was. I mean, we can pull a picture up like when we talk about it, but it was pretty wild. I mean,
But give me more details. Like, was it a female modeling it, or was it a man modeling it? Did it have like a freaking cape?
Definitely a man. I feel like it was damn near. He almost was like in a. Almost damn near.
No Diddy. You gotta say that after you say whatever.
Damn near had a thong on, like no Diddy. Like it was like Ricky's very wild, like a thong, like a crop top, like some high heel boots. The Rick Owens.
That's
boots.
what the model was wearing.
But it had probably had like a cape over it. I'll try to find a picture of it. But like Ricky's very. But that's what makes Rick, one of the best. His leather is very top tier. But it was very wild.
Okay, so from what you're telling me off of your descriptions, I'm picturing a male model walking down the runway with a thong on, high heels,
like underwear, not really like thong, like G-string, like in his ass, like no Diddy. Like no G-string. I'm gonna just say pause.
Like Superman underwear.
Yeah, the Superman underwear, with like a robe top all over with some the Rick Owens, like the high heel boots,
tank top, nothing.
Like a crop top or something like that,
top.
Showing like his physique,
Any accessories on the top of the head?
Nah, probably like some shades. That's it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, it's almost like a kid walking into their parents' closets and just throwing on whatever.
Come on!
Exactly like that. Okay, all right. Yeah, that's a pretty ridiculous outfit for sure.
But it's Rick though, so it doesn't surprise me.
Okay. All right. Well, the last topic I got for you before we get out of here is it's a huge event happening tonight in the sporting world.
Yep.
You were just here wearing a UFC shirt. I feel like a lot of people don't know that you're an avid UFC watcher.
Yeah, I'm a huge UFC watcher. Huge.
When did you started liking the UFC? or kind of gravitate towards it?
Kind of like when I started boxing, when I started fighting.
Oh, you got hands.
Yeah, I got hands. I can knock you out. I don't fight though. I'm not a fighter. I'm a lover.
Yeah.
So, but definitely love the sport. Dana White, love what he's doing. Just love the violence of it. Just the excitement. Just when somebody get knocked out. Huge John Jones fan. Just love the excitement. When people get takedowns. Just the atmosphere of it. It's kind of like a smaller NFL scale. It's not it does be big arenas, but it's not as much as the NFL arena. But just love the excitement in the whole sport, like when the players, when the fighters walk out, just the excitement the fans get. I'm a huge UFC. Just love seeing. I just love seeing a great fight. Just to be honest, and tonight is going to be crazy.
Talking about UFC 300. Dana White is
from Boston.
Yeah, he's a huge Patriots fan.
Yeah, I know. He came to the game when we played Vegas, and when fucking Chandler Jones scored the touchdown, when I don't even want to talk about it. That should have been a win that we had, But
it pains his heart. It pains his heart. All right. Well, if you guys make a deep playoff run this upcoming season, you might be able to get closer to the president of the UFC. I mean, do some networking and.
I was already. We went to had a preseason game in Vegas, and we had a chance. We had a joint practice actually with the Raiders 2 years ago, I think. And we had a chance to go to the UFC facility and check it out.
Oh, the PI, yeah.
It's dope. Dana White came down. He was there. Gave us like the Patriots, all of us like a UFC bag. So I got the UFC shirt. I got so much gear because they hooked us up with a bag full of stuff. So it was pretty cool. They showed us like the recovery room. Where the guys box at. I was actually in the octagon. So it was pretty dope. I feel like I'd be a great UFC fighter. Like I just feel like it's just I feel like the takedown will be my strong point because I got very heavy hands. I'm very good on my feet, and I'm very good with like getting people down. So I feel like I'd be a great UFC fighter. It might be something I can get into when I'm done playing football. I don't know, but that could be something I could look into. I can definitely deliver a punch, but it's about taking a punch. I think a lot of people get that mixed up. You can hit somebody, but it's when you get hit is how you gonna respond. So it's definitely something that I'd be interested in doing, but who knows? I got kids, so I don't know if I'll take that route.
I was going to say the other question I had was like, what reality TV show do you think you can actually compete on? And I felt like a good answer for you was Power Slap. I felt like you could have probably slapped the hell out of somebody, but I don't know if you could take one on the chin.
Because I saw some skinny people knock out some big dudes. Like they're like, whoa. One thing I'd be.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost like a coin flip. If you get the slap first,
what about
it might be
Fear Factor?
Fear Factor?
Yeah.
I mean, you might be able to do that, but they don't have that show.
Like crazy shit. They do like roaches and shit. Crazy.
All right, well. Yeah. Well, there it is, man. That's all the questions I have for this week.
Chalk Talk, episode 11. My guy Tony came through, chopped it up with me. Call him AKA Lil Jeremy Lin, but it's all good. Still my guy. Still love him. No racism, but. But that's my guy. Been knowing each other for a minute, been kicking it. Got introduced to him with the Complex sneakers. We had a great time there. I think it was me and Jalen Mills did it.
The Green Goblin, Jalen Mills.
We did the Complex sneakers with him, and man, been knowing him ever since. We've been locked in. So I'm glad you came on the show. Glad you was able to stop by, chop it up, and I'm gonna go ahead and announce it now. Tony's gonna be on the show this year as co-host of Chalk Talk. Looking forward to great conversations, talk about sports, fashion, and everything that's going on in the world. So look forward, to seeing Tony's face. He's gonna be a familiar face on the show coming this season. Can't wait. Let's go! Thank you guys for tuning in to Chalk Talk episode 11. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let me know what you want your boy to talk about on episode 12. Peace.